was like a meat locker in there.
Good evening. This is Frank McGee, NBC News in Washington.
It was here in this studio in Washington where they had the second presidential debate of 1960 between Jack Kennedy and Richard Nixon. And what was fascinating was the way in which they both prepared for that event. Now, Nixon had sweated quite profusely during that first debate out at Chicago in the CBS studio.
I costed out the cost of the Democratic platform.
When the Kennedy people arrived in Washington to the studio here, they were overwhelmed by the cold temperature of the studio. The Nixon people had gotten there early, lowered the temperature down to about 30 degrees.
Republican candidate, Vice President Richard Nixon. And the Democratic candidate, Senator John F. Kennedy.
Now, Bill Wilson, who was the expert on the media, went racing down to the basement to the heater, and there was a Nixon guy standing guard at the heater, and so they had this sort of standoff between them, and they finally agreed on an appropriate temperature for the second presidential debate. I think this just goes to show how much detail goes into trying to control the battlefield and to try to make the other guy look bad, but most importantly, make your guy look as good as you can.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.